Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by saying how honored and happy I am to be here at this place of culture, exchange, openness, and diversity. And I think the topic of my talk very well fits with the place and the audience here, because I'm going to talk about regional identity in the making, but it is an identity that is open and inclusive, and it is in the context of Danube integration and European integration of Bulgaria. The talk is entitled The Association of Danube River Municipalities, Danube, as a model of common concept and strategy for regional development. And actually our association, the Association of Danube River Municipalities in Bulgaria, is an organization of local authorities in Bulgaria, which are also integrated on regional principle. All the member municipalities are situated in the Bulgarian section of the Danube region. Danube is a central feature of the region with many dimensions. The organization was founded back in 1993 as an organization of local authorities with the purpose of strengthening local government in Bulgaria and in the Danube region and collective pursuit of common interests. It gradually expanded in terms of membership, but also in purpose. In 2017, it has 37 member municipalities with combined population of over 800,000 and stands as a key actor in the socio-economic development of Danube region in Bulgaria and a center of formulation of concept and strategy for regional development. Our mission is to provide leadership in the significant improvement of the population quality of life in the region and in the member municipalities. People can reach their potential in a dynamic sub-region with developed infrastructure and productive business environment, where science and education are leading and the stakeholders partner for the attainment of common objectives. Key objective of the association is to work towards a common concept and strategy of regional development and joint implementation of socio-economic policies, as well as cooperation with all the stakeholders at national, regional, international level. It works for the achievement of the objectives of EU strategy for the Danube region and develops a center of a common regional identity. Our activities are first, strategic planning together with the member municipalities and all the key stakeholders in the region and beyond. Identification and implementation of the key projects aimed at development of the Danube region in Bulgaria. Promotion of region's investment potential at different fora. Attraction of external funds and investments, local government support, and capacity building. The association achieves its strategic objective through partnership in projects and initiatives with regional and central government, businesses, universities and research institutions, and non-governmental organizations in our priority areas, which are transport, ecological, infrastructure, energy infrastructure, social and economic development, tourism and culture, science, technology and education, good governance, and civilian protection. It also supports the work of local administrations. We collectively generate ideas and plans for the development of the region and mobilize support, partner with various organizations. We'd like to see the Danube region in Bulgaria reaching its potential, combining the strength of local government and all the stakeholders in the context of Europe. We believe in the talent and drive of the local actors to work for the future of the region, build human capital, and strengthen the good governance and civil participation. We also work to draw investments in infrastructure, services, and capacity building. I'd like to mark very briefly, of course, few priority areas in our work. And first, of course, starting with the transport infrastructure. The region's geographical position gives it strategic importance and great potential for transport connectivity. Danube is a natural and state border. The region is a focal point of two pan-European transport corridors, the one linking Rhine-Main-Danube linking Western Europe with the Black Sea and Asia Minor, and also Corridor 9, connecting the Nordic countries and the Russian Federation with Southern Europe. There are a multitude of issues related to the transport connectivity of our region, though. There are only 2 bridges in the Bulgaria-Romania part of Danube, which is about 400 kilometers long. The navigability of the river is a constant problem. The ports and logistical facilities are underdeveloped, and the high-speed rail is practically non-existent. Thus, what can be the greatest potential of the region, its transport connectivity, is actually an impediment. And our aim is to work towards using all the opportunities to actually realize this potential of the region. We see that we have to develop the transport infrastructure of the region as part of the trans-European transport network, and a gateway to the Black Sea and the markets of Asia. We believe we need to mobilize support for transport development in the region. The general objectives are set: efficient, intelligent, secure, and green inland waterways, green vessels, intelligent management and security of navigation, ports, and supporting infrastructure. What we would like to see is a master plan for Lower Danube, in the development of which the region has ownership. We would like to discuss ideas for improvement of Lower Danube navigability through better maintenance of the river, but also through construction of canals and locks, cross-border connections, new bridges, including as part of hydroengineering constructions. Navigability improved to offer real modal choice for freight transport, improved inland ports, fixed infrastructure regarding alternative energy, waterside terminals, including LNG platforms, multimodal connections. Another issue is the access to high-speed railway in the Bulgaria-Romania cross-border region. This should also be addressed by the relevant stakeholders. We, as an organization, have started this conversation at the trans-border level, which we will expand across Europe. The association implements a project that aims at developing a strategy for the transport in the cross-border region, Romania-Bulgaria, funded through the European Union, the European Regional Development Fund, with a focus on the multimodal nodes and the development of the 4 modes of transportation: water, rail, road, and air transport. Another area of interest is the development of tourism and culture. This is another area of great potential for the regional development. The region is very rich of natural and historical assets. Every city and museum, even the local museums, have sites and artifacts to offer to a large tourist market. There are 3 sites in UNESCO list of World Heritage: Biosphere Reserve Srebrna, Thracian tombs Veštari, and Ivanovo Rock churches, and over 100 Roman and Thracian heritage sites. What we try to do in our work is to enhance the use of the natural and cultural assets by taking a regional approach and by actively promoting tourism products and services. The third area of central interest for our organization is education and research. We aspire to provide leadership in the development of educational institutions in the region, providing the link between local government, educational and research institutions, and business associations, and other relevant actors. Our focus is to participate in development of innovation infrastructure at local level and creation of R&D networks of all the stakeholders. The best approach is to take part in the formulation of a regional strategy for intelligent specialization with set priorities for universities, authorities, and business. Fourth, for us, a key area of interest is the promotion of the region as investment and business destination. Local governments possess assets, infrastructure, buildings, lands, forests, and have potential to boost economy and growth. Mayors and municipal council can attract various forms of investment: public-private partnership, public-private investment, BOT concessions of municipal assets. We also have various instruments for attracting foreign direct investment, for example, through granting Category B investor status and giving the investors various incentives. We, as associations, support the local government in the region by actively promoting the region as a place of business and investment. And finally, a very important point in our work is to enhance good governance in the region. This is the original purpose of the organization. The Association of Danube River Municipalities furthers the collective interest of local government by giving it stronger collective voice. At present, the focus is modernization and innovation of policies, transparency and accountability of local government, good resource management, human, financial, natural, material, and so on. Networking for improvement of business environment, encouragement of civic participation in policy making. What we try to do is provide a framework for transnational exchange of good practices, ideas, and experience in the sphere of good governance. With the concept and strategy for regional development set collectively, and I dare to say bottom up, we believe our region has every chance to prosper in an open, interconnected environment, driven by research and science with strong civic participation. Thank you very much. I'll be happy to take questions if then. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tzankova, for your presentation. Now I would like to invite our audience for questions and comments. If you would like to share your opinion or to ask questions.
Okay. Local government, I already mentioned this, can grant Category B investor status, which gives makes the administrative process straightforward, and also gives right to use real estate property and various other incentives. But also, I believe what we can offer is the context, which is the European context, and the European, the set agenda for the European Union, which I believe is a serious motive for businesses and investors to come to our region.
Questions, comments? Yes.
Hello, my name is Shayan Konchkov. I'm also a master's student here at ICD, and I wanted to ask, you were mentioning that there's a lack of transport and infrastructure for your canals and the river and everything, and I was wondering, is the government currently working on a solution for those problems, or is there a reason why it hasn't been kind of like worked on until now?
Well, the demands, Bulgaria is a post-communist country that has been through a process of transition for more than 20 years. And this requires reforms, sometimes very difficult reforms. So some sectors are underdeveloped, some regions are underdeveloped in comparison, of course. I mean, if we take the perspective, a global perspective, probably we wouldn't say that they are underdeveloped. But from in the European context, there are lots of regions that would require extra work for development. So the explanation is the difficult transition that would require investments in different areas. Yes.
Thank you very much for one more time and for answering to the question of our audience. Please join me in our sincere gratitude to Dr. Maria Tzankova.
Welcome.